in having a look at Pavilion, it appears that you have two areas. One is a community where you charge a subscription, I believe, for that. And the other one is Pavilion University, which is training. Is that the two core pillars of what Pavilion is about?
Yeah, effectively. I mean, it's interesting. So, Pavilion started as a community, right? With very, very strong word of mouth, right? So other people would pay to be members of the community and say, hey, Jeff, you got to join this thing. It's great. And you'd say, what does it do? What do I get for my money? And they're like, don't worry about it. It's great. And you're like, well, I trust you, Sam. Fine. Here's my money. That worked at the beginning when you had such strong word of mouth that everybody felt really compelled. But as you try to grow, as you try to scale, as you try to add thousands of customers, not just hundreds of customers, something happened to us. And it really happened this year, which is people say, well, I'm not getting what I thought I would get. And we say, well, what did you think you would get? And they list a bunch of things. And we say, oh, well, that's not what we, it turns out that community is a really ambiguous category without clear ROI, clear return on investment. And so this year we figured out, well, what can we build that references community, but is a much cleaner, has a more understandable value proposition. Going back to, my wife, not to use her example all the time, but she started this jewelry store. She says, I love selling jewelry because everybody knows why gold and diamonds are expensive. I don't have to explain it. If I was selling some $2,000 dress, I would have to explain why this $2,000 dress is $2,000 and why you couldn't just buy it at H&M for $50. Everybody understands what online training and taking a class online means. And there's a lot of different expectations around what a community is. So we realize that the heart of the business is if we can build courses using our community, meaning using practitioners to teach these courses, because they're doing the jobs themselves every day, and you take these courses with other people, then the community can be the same community that you get from going to, secondary school, from university, which is the community of the people that you have that shared experience with, that you took the class with, that you learned that life skill with. And so that's where Pavilion University came from. And now the category that we talk about is called community powered learning. And so the business is, but to your point, Jeff, there's still effectively two businesses. The first business is the executive business, which is learning plus still interesting experiences among peers. And what that does is brings the rest of the teams into the organization. So we have two businesses. We have an executive business, which is focused on the CEOs and executives that run companies, and they get learning plus a bunch of other stuff, mainly peer networking. And then everybody else just gets learning. And so those are effectively, but fundamentally, I never thought that that's what I was building. But what I'm really building is an education technology business. That's what it is. That's what it turns out, because that is the way to productize community in a way that has clear, tangible benefits than just calling it community.